Hello everyone, this is Gregor, welcome to the stream. May I first just say how much I love those emotes, both Posh Hamsters and Sister Morphines ones are so cute. But yeah, kind of feel like I really want to see where this game is going, so I'm going to be doing a bit more of Call of Cthulhu. Yeah. And I will try to not get bothered that much by all the grammar stuff, even though it's kind of annoying to me. But yeah, I'll behave a bit. I mean, I'm gonna try. That's what counts, right? Trying. Yeah. So I think we left off at the start of chapter 3, which is the visit to the mansion thing. Having accepted the help of the nice policeman that, I don't know, I guess will die by the end of the game. Yep, Garden 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. At the house, yeah, at the mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, though thought to be abandoned... Oh yeah, we read this last time. I really need to remember to upload the VODs on YouTube as well. I keep forgetting to make... what you call them? The thumbnails for those. I actually have like a template that a good friend of mine made that I can just drop whatever image I want behind it. It will look somewhat professional at least. But not too much. There's like one SMP. Should I... maybe I should just like put it in investigation and kind of try and get these two up to 5 before everything else. Officer Bradley, he does not look 37. What's up with everyone in this game not looking their age? Oh wow, this hick cop likes order and justice. Really? He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seems to be friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. He looks like he's, I don't know, sick. Yeah, 57. Yeah. Let's see. Hawkins Mansion Gardens. The Hawkins Mansion is perched at the top of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the graves of the Hawkins family, and only the old caretaker, Silas Winchester, still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. Huh. Well, if you say so. Like how my inventory is just this lighter for the last 3 chapters or so.
No question of leaving now. I must examine the scene of the fire.
Must I? I just like run around and explore and stuff. That would be nice. Like screw the nice policeman that said that he was gonna help me. There may be secrets, collectibles, fun stuff, I guess. A chair or 4. A figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. Okay. Pretty nice table. Yeah, I mean, if you like the this kind of like filigree work, iron work, I guess, that's kind of decent. And of course the prerequisite lighthouse, as with all games of this kind.
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Wait, what? Down there? So why was the guy going the other way around? The policeman.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy and well sharpened.
How fortuitous. It's like a game design 101. If you don't want the player to go a certain place, just drop a tree in their path and say, oh, whoops, it fell. I guess you'll have to go the long way around. Or if it's not a log, then it's like a landslide or unpickable door, or in the worst possible cases, a fence that you could easily just like put your feet over. Yeah, fence, exactly.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
How can you tell anything about the architecture from this far away? I mean, come on. This goes to the mansion. I will say though that for all my nagging at this game, I very much like how the clue system works, because it's like a damn good thing that you can get a bunch of clues before you go talk to all the people, and it's kind of like rewarding you for exploring stuff with more options in dialogue. Although I'm also kind of wondering if that's the only use for this. Okay. Oh, these are the graves. Hello.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
Oh no.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I
How?
must say it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
What does that mean? You didn't answer my question.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
I mean, I get what they were going for in the dialogue. Like, it's surprising that Silas is not around here to greet us. But
why were they buried here?
I was given.
I think it's probably like a translation thing that didn't come
Strange
across
idea.
quite as well.
Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father. It's said that he's devastated.
No, because he said it's surprising. Let's have a look around. I guess it's surprising that he's not here.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What
Hey,
kind of
Tuma.
deranged individual would defile this sanctum?
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
That you're playing
the old
Call of Duty?
caretaker
Really?
must be very attached to her.
Also, long time no see. How are we doing tonight? How's it going? Do Call of Duty games nowadays go for like horror iconography? Because the last
Caretaker
one I
takes great care
played
of these graves.
was like Black Ops 2, I want to say, and that just because I got it off a bundle or something. And it had this weird thing that it like one level was sci-fi and the other was World War One or something. Oh, trying to beat a fever. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you fight it back as soon as possible. Speaking of fighting it back, how's Monster Hunter going? Expertly done segue. Or, like, at least expertly. Should be fine in a few days. Well, that's good at least.
The axe is gone. I'd better be on my guard. The axe is gone.
Okay, what
I'd better be on my guard.
what happens if I don't interact with this the first time around? Does he still say that the axe is gone? Like the axe that I wouldn't even know was there? Curious, isn't it? New content to grind, nice. That's like a new monster in Iceborne?
I'll have to find another entrance.
Oh no. I've actually been meaning to get Iceborne at some point, but at this point I might as well just like wait for a sale, because there's so much stuff that people have kind of like gone through already. Oh, big boss, really? Nice. But I've kind of like fallen so far behind that it doesn't
This
really,
entrance is still in use.
you know, matter anymore if I get it now or wait for a sale. It makes more financial sense to wait for a sale at this point.
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Huh?
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here
Whoops.
to honor the memory of the deceased.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I want no more
I want no more violence, that's
No
why
more
I'm
tragedy.
brandishing an axe in
It's
your face.
painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident.
Like,
But
why didn't I
Stephen
introduce
Webster has
myself
several
to him?
reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
It's like we went from like
Webster is
him
stubborn as
trying
an
to
old
axe us
mule.
to, hey, by
And
the
I
way,
did
I need
tell him
some
that we
information
should
on
let the
this
dead rest
case.
in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Doesn't here to give
You
information.
still
Yeah, but
put flowers
I mean,
on her grave.
from
cherish
like
her.
the player's perspective, why
Mrs.
the hell didn't I
Hawkins
introduce
was an
myself to him? He
exceptional
doesn't know who I am.
She cared for
There wasn't like any
everyone
dialogue where I
around her.
tell him, hi,
Let
I'm
me shed a light on
Edward,
what
something,
happened
something,
to her.
Pierce.
Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to
Hey,
do.
the terrible old
Go on,
man.
then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Also, is it me or did the dialogue end like slightly too abruptly? Just a bit. Silas Winchester, age 64. Occupation, caretaker of the Hawkins property. The old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester still watches over the family graveyard and the burned out mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised, he also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Months? It's like years now. Isn't it like 3 years since they all died? Okay. Can I keep talking with him or something?
What?
Do you have a moment?
No.
What now?
What now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Stop wasting my time.
Wait, wasn't it like 3 years? Or am I misremembering? me just check. Where would we see this? Yeah, it wouldn't be here, would it? Huh. I mean, I guess it might have been 3 months and not 3 years. I don't know why I remember years though. So we've got the key to open the mansion. So naturally I'm gonna do everything but
This
that.
gate is locked.
Shut up, I'm playing a game. I just need to check things out. Like every corner, every nook and cranny. To get all the secrets. And also an axe. Have to be thorough, yeah. Have to be very, very nosy. I'm just role playing as an investigator. And possibly a magpie as well. Ooh, hello.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
You're like looking through someone's trash. Why are you disappointed that the bourbon is empty? What the
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Or he's just like poor?
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Okay. Would put a bottle with booze left there? I don't know. I mean... There are weirder things that have happened, I guess. Okay. And now? Like, you can't jump in this game, so what was the point of me pushing this out of the way? Is it so I could make the old guy just like just a little bit colder or something? By exposing the crack in the glass there? Apparently I'm also role-playing a jerk. You would think there'd be a way to, I don't know, gain entry from above or something. Hey, Melee Mage, how's it going? How are we doing? Also, G-Scorpion, wow, it's like a lot of people around. That's so nice. How did the move go? Well, it was stressful. It kind of took a toll on me. I hate the new place. What else? Way smaller. I hate the lighting here. But yeah, that's about it. How are we doing? I guess, yeah, to have a look inside, but in that case, I assume there'd be some kind of interaction to, you know, inspect the insides of the house. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you come back later and have to gain entry that way. Easiest way to move is to set the old place on fire, nothing to move free right to new cell. Yeah, but unsurprisingly, they don't really let you stream much from that place, or have your own PC, or at least I assume. So how is everyone doing tonight?
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the
We can't
mansion.
perhaps
You're
inspect
right.
the manor.
Let's go.
Yes. Beep boop, fellow bots. Sorry, fellow organics.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Really? Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down. Yeah, Pierce and Bradley finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Ooh. It's gonna be like Resident Evil now. If there's like a hidden passage behind a painting, I'm calling it now.
Follow me. I know the place.
Well, sure, if
Who
you...
left this light on?
If you say to follow you, of course that's what I'm gonna do. Hehehe. Like, the game really likes its green tints a lot. I mean, I guess that's supposed to be a bit like off-putting, but I don't know.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins.
Oh my,
What does this tell me?
this is tasty. Oh, it's one of those reconstruction things again. Can I explore a bit before I do that? What? A storm! Who would have thought? No one expected a storm.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Oh, it's like a reconstruction here. There's a inspection thing in there.
Charles Hawkins, some kind of explorer.
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? It's like a very awkward for a guy that holds like an elephant gun.
Too much rubble. I'll find
Silas
an easier
managed to
way.
bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Okay, let's reconstruct then, before the game decides we have to skip this. Let's see. It's in my Steam. I mean, yeah, I assume that the green is mostly to, you know, make it feel a bit
kind of
less...
meat is this?
Aw, I failed another check. What the hell?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Okay. I guess.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
This is like Sherlock Holmes levels of precognition. Seriously. But yeah, the green is generally considered to be like a sickly kind of color, associated with disease and, well, general being of unwellness, which kind of fits with the themes of, you know, cosmic horror, I guess. Because this is also supposed to feel a bit, like, just a bit out of the ordinary. Just enough to, you know, keep you on edge.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Why did I need psychology to
Something
figure out that
happened at this table.
she left it untouched?
An argument?
What? Seriously, why was that a psychology check? It's more intense than the usual sickly green. I mean, I guess, although that might just be my like the game's color balance being a bit off. But yeah, I guess that could be it as well. Oh no, another reconstruction. This is getting a bit annoying. Just like hunt the hotspots and hope you have enough to figure out what's going on, I guess. Smashed oil lamp. Wow.
Why?
How? How do you deduce like a fight from a broken oil lamp? That maybe it had fallen down is like out of the question?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Huh? Can I not light up my
If the painting I found on the docks really came
lighter?
from here,
It's more
how
Cthulhu.
come it didn't burn? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Oh shit. Metal Gear.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Wait, that painting? Yeah, this is the painting that was in the warehouse, yeah.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
So I'm guessing these two survived, probably, or something like that. Since it's only like the kid that left a thingy. So they had a fight, apparently. Even though the lamp could just as easily have fallen down on its own.
Did someone escape the fire?
Oh no. Busy eating your fruit salad. Oh, I haven't had fruit salad in like ages. I did have pizza tonight though. So yay. Yay for unhealthy life choices.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
Need to go outside tomorrow to infect more people? For shame. Gonna be a good girl from now on, so no pizza. I mean, you could try making like
Desperate
one of those cauliflower things, right? I've seen like recipes that use cauliflower as a base instead of regular dough. So, you know, that might be... Oh, well. I was like so tired.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Someone escaped. It's official. The police botched this investigation.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
Oh my.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Bacon is the only viable substitute for regular dough. I mean, I don't know. That would probably make it like extremely greasy somehow. Like maybe, dare I say, too greasy? Kind of love that we've kind of reached a point in the future where people can talk about getting your groceries delivered as if it was something to be expected, because it's not really a thing here either yet, but as far as I understand, it's very common in other European countries. You just like go online, order whatever you want from the supermarket or like grocery store or whatever, and just like have it delivered. No, it's like 20 euros extra? That doesn't really seem worth
I just
it.
ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
I mean, I assume it has something to do with like the distance traveled, right? So we do have like delivery services here that cost more if you are further away from the store. Also, world's best lighter. Yeah, I know, right? In enclosed spaces, it kind of has like a flashlight feel to it. Although the funny thing is, if you're outside, it doesn't do shit. Yeah, it lives so far from the one that delivers. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, also infinite fuel. Yeah, I mean, come on, it's a video game. That's like the least of your worries. Infinite ammo, infinite lighter fluid. That's just fine in games. But seriously, look at the illumination range on that. But yeah, like I kind of like figured it was going to be more of a distance thing, the high cost of delivery, because a lot of shops around here have started doing that as well. Like the further away you are when you call for a delivery, the more it costs to get there. Hello. History of medicine in the 17th century. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices of the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. Okay, that's an 8. Whoops. It does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. Woohoo. Medicine. Yeah, we got more skill. And I can now upgrade my investigation as well. It's kind of nice. Validate. Yeah. Call a friend to go shop for you. I mean, if that's an option. But seriously, like 20 euros would be insane for here, because 20 euros is around the amount of gas that I need to go to a different city from where I am. So, yeah, it's probably not worth it to, get groceries that way. Although here in Cyprus, they don't really have grocery deliveries yet. I know there's at least one chain that is trying to do that, but currently they only do it for like big companies.
And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that
like the place I work for, they do get stuff delivered, but they only agreed to do it because they have like 200 euros per week kind of bill, because they're like shopping for 80 people. Coffee, sugar, water, milk, teas, stuff like that, toilet paper and whatever. So they do get like a good chunk of money out of the company every month. So it kind of makes sense that they would probably offer services to those people.
A sea shanty.
Drunken Sailor, really?
The lyrics.
I actually know that song. Wow.
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'm so proud of myself. Okay, this is blocked. Yep. Video games. There is only one true path, and thou shalt not stray from it. Could make omurice. That's like the folded omelette on top of the like a pile of rice, right?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
That will be very literal. I think that's what omurice is. Although I'm probably not saying it the correct pronunciation anyway. Oh wow. What the hell is going on? Metal Gear. Wait.
This place was falling apart long before the fire. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more
Wait,
for
did I actually burn myself?
music.
What's the point of that? Well-seasoned rice with a semi-runny omelette on top. Yeah, fair enough.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Melville's classic.
A copy of the novel Moby Dick by
epic
Herman
battle
Melville.
between
A classic, especially for a family of ship owners.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Is it mandatory reading? Because I've read Moby Dick. It doesn't really say much about the actual whaling profession. My pronunciation was fine. Yay! I've never been much into, Asian foods. I mean, I like eating them, but that's about it. Yeah, I also like to make fried rice. It's
This door is
especially
blocked
since I have
outside.
to cook 2 or 3 meals in advance because I have to make enough to, take to work the next day as well. Fried rice is great because I can make double the portion and then keep half in the fridge and fry it up the next day for, another 2 meals. Plus, whatever I throw in it,
piano
like
is in disrepair.
mixed vegetables and
Looks like the Hawkins
onions
kept
and
it
bacon
more
and
for
stuff like that.
decoration than
An
for
egg.
music.
Hi.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to
Well,
be honest. We
Well,
all
not
assumed
much.
the
Well,
Hawkins lived in houses in
well. Fried rice is nice. Yeah,
You're right.
actually, the funny thing is that fried rice is the only reason why I buy soy sauce. Because I don't know any other recipe that uses it. Yeah, I'm doing it with veggies and also like a little bit of bacon and maybe some egg as well.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island.
Om nom nom.
It seems they got here around...
I'm actually hungry, damn it. The Human Body, a comparative analysis. A precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. To the profane? To the profane! Did the translator even know what profane means? Just put rice with your rice? I mean, that's one way to go about it. A rice on rice cake. Cat keeps licking your hands. I mean, profane is also not really what fits there, is it?
Greek mythology. Hecate,
I mean,
goddess of the dead.
I assume the word they wanted to
Tartarus.
use was like kind of like the
Mother-
uninitiated or something like that, as in to say people that aren't much
Dark
into
water
medicine.
history. This place was settled back in
But,
1692.
At least you can set it on
Families that
fire. I mean,
seceded
have you
from
seen
New
what
England
happened to this
colonies.
place?
A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century.
Well, this looks interesting, I guess.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
How is this style anything like all the other ones that I
One
saw?
of Sarah Hawkins' paintings.
Spiders? No, I mean, it's
Her style
fire.
sure is recognized. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Ooh.
Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Oh, Jules Verne. Although I don't think it's spelled C's. This is one of the first books that I've ever read, like, that I have memory of reading. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Captain Nemo and the Nautilus. Oh, hello. What's this? A crowbar found in the Hawkins Manor. It probably belongs to the caretaker, Silas.
Crowbar.
Ah,
Could prove useful.
yes, useful to bash some heads. I mean, to open some doors with. Setting in those fires is not the only choice. I mean,
A book on hunting
no,
whales.
it's just
The
fire, no
island's
spiders.
staple diet last century. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone, seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, really? Believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Kind of surprised there's not another comma there. Like, this guy seems to be, like, sprinkling them in. Respectfully yours, Anton Willard. Jeez. Whoa. Game really likes to play with like bloom effects, huh? Vingt mille yeux sous les mers. Is that the French name? Something like that. I mean, fair enough. Jules Verne was French, so yeah, that's kind of nice. It's also kind of cool that years later he went and wrote a kind of sequel to that, which was shit. What was it called? There's like actually two sequels to that. Like there's like two further books I think that Captain Nemo appears in. It's like Captain Grant's Children or something like that, the one, and The Mysterious Island is the other one. In which you kind of get this sort of closure on the story of Captain Nemo and how he eventually passed away. I actually love those books. I've been reading them over the years over and over again.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins'
I would
activity?
highly recommend them if anyone wants to get like an 18th to 19th century futurist literature to go through. Which books? So that would be 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, The Mysterious Island, and Captain Grant's Children. That made you read them as a kid? I mean, made you?
Locked.
They are like very decent books. At least I like them a lot. Oh, there's like a clue around here. There's a clue. Where's the clue? Oh, hello. Office key. The key that opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed. Journey through the impossible. Was it? Journey through the impossible. I will admit that I don't know all the English titles for those. Partially because a lot of them were not available in English around here, so I had to read them in Greek at the time, and I never really went back to
tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
read those. Simon's private journal. There's like a period missing here. He seemed worried about his mother and her attacks. Tension also seemed to be growing between the Hawkins couple. Could the fire be the result of an argument? Can I actually read them? Today with mother we played in the garden, but she is still sad. I hate it when she's sad. Is she angry with father? Jesus. It's like a... It's like my eyes. I can't read that. I mean, like he insisted, but they still are good books to read as a kid. Yeah. Aha.
A child's fort.
Oh my.
From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
So now suddenly we know about child psychology as well. Wow. We're like a very... The endless depths of Edward
Mark
Pierce's
Twain.
knowledge.
Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Daniel Defoe. Oh, did you read Ivanhoe then? That's like his seminal
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old
work,
boy.
I guess.
What was wrong?
Or was it like... no, hold on. Daniel Defoe wasn't Ivanhoe. It was Robinson Crusoe, I think. I might be mixing up my writers. Also, Jack London, I've heard of Robinson Crusoe, yeah. So, Ivanhoe was...
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
Was Ivanhoe. I want to look
Simon's
it up now.
troubles went beyond family problems.
Memory. Wait, what? Memory?
That kid saw something.
Explore the memories of the
Something
Hawkins
terrified
family.
him.
Okay. Journey Through the Impossible is a play. Like, I can probably name a few of Jules Verne's books. It's like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is his most well-known one, probably. It's like Journey to the Center of the Earth is another one that's quite well-known. It's like the one they go to the moon. I'm trying to remember what the English name of that is. It's actually two books. It's like the first one is when they are trying to make it to the moon, and the second one is trying to get back. Trying to remember what it's called in English. I mean, Around the World in 80 Days is also a very well-known book. What else? Is The Mysterious Island, Captain Grant's Children. There's like a few more. But these are supposed to be like his more well-known ones. Hey, Terry Pratchett, yeah. I love Terry Pratchett. Even though I unfortunately still don't own all
Despite
of his
what
books.
happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate brought us together and forever it will bind us. Aha.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Jack London wrote a cult. I haven't read those, unfortunately. Terry Pratchett, though. That's also like one that
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders.
another one that I thoroughly enjoy. Rest in peace.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing number of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. No, period. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Attached? Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Maximilian L. Yeah, these three are the most well-known, but there are like a lot of other ones. He was apparently one of the most prolific French writers
Was
ever.
Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
What was she trying to achieve? If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work. As long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the Elder Sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all proven reliably. Like, how do I know this exactly? So look at all these clues, Jesus. Oh, hey, we have more CP. Where should we spend it in? It's like 6 before next level. It's like this one needs 4. Fuck it, spot hidden. I'm just gonna be doing spot hidden until 5, so that I don't miss anything. What about the good old Necronomicon?
Bradley? Is that you?
Nope. Here come the jump scares.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Oh no. Haven't been here.
What will her room reveal about her?
Oh my. You're like a gentleman. You're not supposed to be looking into women's rooms. Whoa. Sarah Hawkins' sketches look more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent what haunts your nights? Oh. I guess. It's kind of weird though.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting
Really?
to such a
This was
treatment.
supposed to be like very, very strong. Barbiturates. They act as a depressant for the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. It's supposed to be like very addictive, painkiller quality stuff. Come on, don't fail, don't fail, don't fail. Yay! Didn't fail.
Perfect.
Success. Your mom has an old family book about traditional cures. I mean, mine does as well, I think. It's like mostly stuff that she and her mom kind of, you know, kept jotted down over the years. It seems to be like a thing after a certain age to keep notes of like recipes for everything from homemade medicine to, you know, pies. Getting very... Oh. That's not a very nice thing to say about your mom. Although far be it from me to, you know, presume. There's gonna be like a jump scare here, I'm sure. What the hell? That's me! Metal Gear! I mean... I think this goes back like 4 or 5 generations. That's kind of cool, actually. I don't think I have anything like that. Whoa! After him. Here, eat.
Stop!
Catch the thief. But first, let me consult my diary. Old hurricane lamp, still working. I've just got to be careful. It burns a lot of oil. Does the game work with RPG checks? Yeah, it does. So you've got like 2, 4, 6, 7 different skills, and the more you progress in the story, you get points to allocate to them. And like a lot of the stuff that you can inspect kind of depends on whether you have enough skill in that specific discipline to be able to, you know, notice it. Like if you've noticed like the little green icon at the top, the bottom left of the screen, that only activates when my spot hidden skill is successfully activated, and it kind of allows me to know that there's some hidden stuff in
Did
the
you see which way he went?
in the room.
I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Where is he? Metal Gear. He's through here. No, wait. He's through here.
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll
Wait.
bother you.
You may switch from one light source to another. Oh, mouse wheel.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
Okay.
dated 1818.
We have no clue what to level up. Yes, we don't, unfortunately. I hate it when games do this. There's no clear indication of which ones are the important
This
ones.
door was closed earlier.
What door? What door? Wait, here? No, this is the burned room. Oh, this one.
Where
Okay.
did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure.
No, he was here.
Search this room. Seems like this came from a log.
Twitch is being weird. Wait, what? Oh, I'm dropping frames somehow. Why am I dropping frames? Yeah, I'm actually just dropping frames a whole bunch. I don't know why though. I'm pretty sure this time it's not on my side. Yeah, I dropped a lot of frames suddenly. It kind of seems to be stable now, but again, I have no idea what the problem is. It seems to be going up and down a bit, but it shouldn't, because I have adaptive CBR on, so it should try to compensate at least. I think it's Twitch. It might be. Although I've only streamed like twice from this place, so I wouldn't really, know if it's Twitch or if it's my connection. Kind of hope it's not my connection. That's like one more thing that I hate about this place. Monday, 24th of May, 1847. 42 north, 70 west. Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. Chat is also acting a bit weird. Twitch. Sunday, 30th of May, 1847. 47 north, 55 west. Oh, it's like a big difference, huh? I preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. Surprise. Sorry, I hate my new place. Yeah, I mean, I apologize in advance if I'm complaining a lot about it. It's just that it wasn't really my choice to move from the old place, especially after I kind of, got used to it as much. Yeah, it's only temporary anyway, like a year tops. So just like gonna have to make do until we get something better. Like the plan is that within the next year, maybe we'll consider just like getting a loan if we can, and buying our own place. So fingers crossed. Let's see. Tuesday, 1st of June, 1847. 49 north, 61 west. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Ooh, that's some like nice writing there. Friday, 4th of June, 1847. 57 north, 51 west. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. Japanese Netflix, so much better than the filthy Finnish one. Yeah, we just have the crap PC period one, so I wouldn't know either way. Wednesday, 23rd of June, 1847. 33 north, 53 west. How the hell did they get like 40 degrees? Oh, it's like 3 weeks difference. Okay, fair enough. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Tuesday, 29th of June, 1847. Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories. Wait, what? I don't get it. Shameless VPN plug. I mean, yeah. I don't really use VPNs, unfortunately. Too much hassle. Let's see. Aha, what's this?
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Really? Oh, I know. Hold on. Where's that? Let's see, we've coded 33 north, 53 west. I guess this is it. Kind of want to explore a bit though.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. It looks like an old seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths.
Like 33, 53, I think it's like here. Let's see, Atlantic, Western. I wish it would let you zoom in.
Described in the log.
Metal Gear.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log, as if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Oil refilled. Ah.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
In this photograph, Charles Hawkins and Captain Fitzroy are posing with a third man. They seem close.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. This panel is movable.
No, don't move it. Ah, I see.
The Scylla. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Oh, interesting.
Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
These letters have been opened, but visibly have not left Charles Hawkins' office. How would you know that? What does visible even mean in this case? They are tied together by a carefully knotted braid. Why did Hawkins intercept his wife's mail? I mean, it's like one thing to be a prodigy detective. Like, basically what our guy is doing at the moment is just like jumping to assumptions all the time. Hey! Wyatt, I can't even pronounce that. I'm sorry.
The Seaway map.
C3353. Is that it? Hold on. Like 53, 70, 60. Let's see. 30. Oh, hey, this is Cyprus. 3 and guess 53. It's around here. Hold on. 30. 1, 2, 3. It's like guess around here, right? That's his superpower. Nope, that's not it.
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
I'm just gonna call you Wyatt. I'm not very good at this whole thing, but I don't think I can actually pronounce that. Really, really sorry. But how are we doing tonight? How's it going? Yeah, can you say maxed out skills? Almost maxed out skills. Wonder if we can get a closer look of the chart. No? It's like a clue of it. Damn it. Really want to like be able to zoom into
Looks
this.
like the navigational paths described in the log.
Cause okay, let's see. Arctic Circle. So this is off the coast of America, I guess. Oh, I see. Hold on. Pronunciation hard. Yeah, I'm terrible, truly. Wait, 45, 33. That would be around like here, and here. Oh wait, there's like even a giant compass here. Aha! A brilliant mind. See? I'm the best detective
Well,
ever.
seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins.
Okay, what's that? Places? Hawkins Mansion. The Hawkins Mansion was falling into ruin well before the fire that claimed its residents. The building, once luxurious, today lies witness to the ruins of the Hawkins family. Ruins of the Hawkins family? I mean, the paintings of Sarah Hawkins are spread throughout the corridors. Moisture eats away at the books of the imposing library, and the books are and the windows are broken and condemned. How are the windows condemned? The drawing room, where the fire started, revealed it to be more than just a domestic accident. Sarah Hawkins' office bears the signs of an occult practice, and a no doubt, huge creature, left its mark on the walls of the corridor that leads to his workshop. I mean, what's up with like the commas here? It's so annoying. Hey! God damn it. Wyatt... McGaughey? Did I get that right? I didn't get that right, I'm sure. As for Charles Hawkins' office, it revealed a passage into a network of underground caves. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Even though I am very sure I'm consistently butchering your username.
Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
Big brain, yes! Look at that. Although the huge compass thing kind of, gave it away as well. So I'm kind of curious, what happens if I come use this?
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism.
Probably hidden
Probably a
passage.
secret passage.
Yes.
I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
Oh, we could actually use the crowbar to do that?
I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
Okay. Sure, I guess. Played through this 6 times though. Wow, that's a lot. To be honest, I'm probably going to play it maybe twice. Just, once is the first playthrough and the second one is just like check out. Like if I level different skills, what difference it will make. Yeah, kind of like the skill system so far. It's like, I don't know, it's very neat. I mean, it doesn't really go up to, say, Deus Ex levels of complexity, but it's really something. kind of a pity about all the grammar errors, though. Hey, the secret cave. Wink. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of a fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had How do you know it's a survivor? Seriously. It could just be a trespasser? Had undertaken to search the place looking for proof, when a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting. Detective and police officers set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion. It's like chapter
Secret
4 now?
passage.
Wow,
Under
that
the
was
manor.
fast.
Like a detective novel.
It's like a detective novel. It's like I'm in a book. Perhaps one authored by one such as HP something something. Tried all endings and went for 2 speedruns. Ooh, nice. Do you often speedrun games? Who would have guessed that Hawkins Mansion was hiding such big and intricate tunnels underneath? It seemed to be the hideout of a cult of some kind. I can't believe Sarah and Simon lived right above such danger without knowing anything.
That guy must have already gotten far.
Or
Yeah.
a game? Wait, what?
And he had a direct
Yeah, or a game.
to the crime scene. We must find him.
I'm still dropping frames.
What
What
is
the
this
heck?
place? It's more than just a tunnel.
What?
Look. Someone's been here recently.
Just like, I apologize in advance for the quality of the stream, but it's definitely not on my
scenes.
end. Because it keeps transmitting properly, but just at insanely low bit rates. So I'm guessing everyone's seeing like artifacts or pixelation at the moment. Possibly. Not really. Oh, so it's just this game then.
Did Charles...
I often kind of figured that I
Who
would
were the
like
others?
to speedrun a game or two. Very specific games, really.
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
For example, I would love to speedrun Eternal Darkness for
What is
one.
this mask supposed
Because
to
I just
represent?
love that game. It's got like a lot of common stuff with this one. And also because the speedrun doesn't in any way depend on glitches, which I'm kind of very bad at performing. So yeah, basically the speedrun of Eternal Darkness is just, play the game as fast as possible. Just know where you're going and be very, very good at combat.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress.
Whoa, she found that he was a cultist.
Was she hiding from someone?
So, following on what I said from last stream, I'm almost sure that these guys, I don't know, they ate that greatest catch thing, or whatever it was called.
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins.
The miraculous something.
Could this be related
Whatever.
to her death?
And I'm very sure that these faceless dudes, I guess, are now cultists or something. And she found out. Harder to speedrun on consoles. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. The game I'm talking about, Eternal Darkness, is for the GameCube, so that's also, you know, worth looking into if you like horror games and if you have access to a GameCube or a Wii, actually. Come to think of it. A series of studies of an unknown symbol. So is this supposed to be the elder sign that the note was mentioning before? Like this one? Here, elder sign. I'm guessing this is the elder sign. It is drawn on sheets of paper hidden in a safe, itself hidden in a tunnel under the mansion. The symbol was repeated on the paper, its form becoming more distinct with each attempt. I do not know what Charles Hawkins tried to represent with this symbol, but one thing is sure, it was important in his eyes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Am I getting close? I love this guessing game. Also, someone failed here a bit with the like hiding the seams of the map again. I will say one thing, aside from the skill system, like hard as I am on all the grammar stuff and, you know, the little rough around the edges bits, I really do like the kind of atmosphere they got going on this game. Can I push him? Whoops. I'm not a psychopath, honest. Wait, is he following me? Oh, yeah, he is. Fair enough. Also, check out like the lighting I'm getting out of this tiny lighter. It's like, whoom. Wait, hold on.
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given
Why
the
was
size
his
of this
voice so
thing,
different right
there's
now?
gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues
What?
further down. Might as well start with that.
Was I the only one that heard his voice like
I ain't
very, very
squeezing
differently?
I'll find another way. If possible,
Right?
I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine,
Oh, more
fine.
dropped frames.
Go
Twitch,
look
what
for
are you
other entries.
doing?
I'll try my luck down below.
Twitch. Jesus. Maybe if I wiggle it will open. Go to the main cave. The oldest and strongest emotion is fear, and the strongest fear of all is the unknown. Is the fear of the unknown. That's like the forward from was it like Dagon, I think? No, that wasn't it. I'm trying to remember actually. What? I have to like squeeze through. Oh, and now of course we're trapped. Turn around and it collapsed. Yep. Video games, am I right?
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
If it's swaying in the wind, there's no way just like merely touching it would like make it crumble. Oh my. Well. Interesting.
An old diary.
Oh my. Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 2. In this volume, there is mention of the beliefs of the lost tribe. They worshipped an entity that spoke to them in their sleep. The whole tribe seemingly disappeared in a mass sacrifice to the glory of the deity.
Sad way to go.
Is this the pastor's wife?
These paintings must be several centuries old. These paintings must be several centuries old.
I mean, they could be, I guess. How about that, though?
This monstrous creature must be an allegory.
It turns out it's not. Uh-oh. It's like moments before the tentacles grabbed onto Pierce. He said, "Oh, my allegories!"
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep?
Why does he sound so scared? It's like literally like stick people. Oh my.
These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
Okay. Just like get more light here. I think I might have missed one. So we got this one here. Guess we got this one here as well.
These paintings must be several centuries old.
That's what she said. Who, the pastor's wife? I'm sorry. I'll start slightly acting like my age. Just a bit. Which is also what she said. Aha. Gained 1 CP. Bam. Maxed out. Yes. I'm like an investigative god at this point, like a spot hidden. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I guess we can't let the nice and not at all suspicious police officer in. I do like the water effects though, although honestly, if those are supposed to be like seaweeds or kelp or something, they should probably have animated them a bit as well. Easy to tell you're 12. I mean, I didn't say that.
Time has weakened.
It's kind of funny though. And I mean, I know a lot of like 12-year-olds nowadays that are much, much smarter than people my age, especially coworkers my age. Whoops, did I say that out loud? I mean, I hope no one from work is watching this. Like, you know who you are, Steve. Yeah, like,
I don't have time.
I kind of feel that nowadays kids are a lot smarter than like their elders, especially since they have, I mean, almost like from birth they have access to the internet.
What is it used for?
So I'm kind of curious again. I mentioned this before, but he
oil,
says
okay.
this oil again.
What is it used
The only other oil we saw that was like this was like the underground cave in what's it called?
I don't have time to search them all.
In chapter 2 under the like Hawkins warehouse. And if I hadn't gone that way, right? If I had, I guess, if I had bribed Kat to let me through the main entrance, right? Would he have said this oil again?
What is
Because
it
that would make
used
no sense as a dialogue. Let's see, smarter. I mean, they are smarter in at least, you know, more wise than like when I was their age, right? Gonna start heading for some rest. Have a nice rest, Tuma. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you like beat the cold fast. But yeah, what I mean is mostly that they are like a bit more wise in certain things or to certain things than I was at their age. I mean, they still lack critical thinking, which is generally very common nowadays. Especially when they decide to do stupid things like Tide Pod challenges or whatever. But, I mean, they're a lot more clever than... screw you, Steve, that's the coworker. Yeah. I don't actually have a coworker named Steve, but, I mean, that kind of felt like the funny thing to say there, so...
What's going on here?
Metal Gear! I mean... sorry.
Beers.
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Is he like tiptoeing? What?
You got me into.
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage.
Be right back.
I'll meet you at the bottom.
Yeah, no worries, sister. But yeah, I don't actually have a coworker named Steve. In fact, Steve would be kind of a weird name for a local to have around here. Because, I mean, it's not a very traditional Cypriot name, either way. Although I will say that the place I work for has a lot of different cultures. We've got a lot of Russians as well, and I mean, yeah, Greeks, Cypriots, Englishmen. What else? I'm trying to think. I think we've got a guy that's from South Africa too. Like a lot of different people. Kind of gives you perspective, to be honest. It's like very hard to be racist when you kind of figure out like everyone is just as shit as everyone else. Chelsea, maybe? Yeah, that's also really not a very typical name around here. I think that would probably be a more like American kind of thing. Ooh, hello.
A table for sacrifice?
No, not for sacrifice. I mean, it's food preparation. Can't you see? Like a fishtail here.
A mass grave.
How do you know it's a mass grave? It's just a hole on the ground. You can't even see what's down there. Ah.
An
Tooth.
engraved whalebone. A strange creature has been carved into it. Probably a figure of worship.
So, you know what I'm very disappointed at in this game? Well, like, disappointed. I just kind of feel like it's a missed opportunity. There's a lot of items that you can get close-ups of, but they don't do that adventure thing, that adventure game thing where you can rotate the item and find different clues if you look at it from a different angle. That's kind of a shame. It kind of feels like a game where you play as a private detective would totally have that mechanic. Also, it would have portraits of yourself, because why not? Whoa, do I really look like that? See, it's not a mass grave. The pit of horror.
I got it.
Okay.
I can't breathe.
That's also not a grave. That's like more of an abattoir. Some situations and encounters will make you panic. Flee as fast as possible. Really? Is it supposed to tell me that I'm having a PTSD or something because of his World War I thing? That's kind of cool, I guess, for a gameplay mechanic, although
Is it my turn?
it doesn't
Yes.
really also make sense that
time.
it like comes and goes like
You will
this.
soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
Take off your clothes.
It's like in my dream.
Locked. Yep. And I assume I can't go back to where I came from. It's always like cases like this. I'm always worried that I left a collectible behind. I don't know why there's like a lot of games that I've played in the last 10 years or so. If they go and tell you you must get out of this place as fast as possible, they kind of usually forget to say that, yeah, there's also a collectible right behind you. But run away! But don't forget to collect it! But run away!
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
Some sort of ritual to do what? What the hell is this thing? I found this dagger in the tunnels under Hawkins Manor. Really? Dagger? This? Its owner left it behind when he went with the other hooded men. Its owner left it behind when he went with the other hooded men. No, come on. Grammar is one thing, but game, what the hell? They could have at least spell checked this, right? God damn it. Oh wait, my sanity is emptying? Okay. Cool. That's interesting, that's what she said. I mean, I don't know. Like, in my experience, women generally don't speak about daggers a whole bunch. Thankfully. Aha, occultism.
Pre-classical Latin?
What does pre-classical
See what it
Latin mean?
says. What is this awakening they talk about?
And the sacred flesh. Let's see. What are they talking about? Let's see. An old Bible. Period. Numerous passages have been overwritten or annotated. Strange way to study the Holy Scriptures.
The sacred flesh.
See, I was having such a nice time, and then suddenly hooded figures kind of like ruined it for me. God damn it. Oh, it was when I said take off your clothes. Yeah, I was kind of like making fun of the cultists, to be honest, more than anything. Oh wait, this is the bit from the tutorial, isn't it? Oh, I guess we're still dropping frames though. Tell you what, I'll try restarting the stream. Maybe